Greetings, fellow noobs, and welcome to another NuubCast. This is Blomus. I'm bringing you this 1v1 here on the Delta Quadrant between Devotee, spawning as the Red Terran in the southeastern position, and in the northwestern position, your friend and mine, DarkOmicron. It's been quite some time since DarkOmicron has been with us, since he has graced his presence in the NuubCast, but not to any fault of his own. It's been me, actually, and this game he sent me quite some time ago, actually the end of January. I got this replay, and it's been wasting away in my DarkOmicron folder, but I wanted to bring it to your attention and for your viewing pleasure. You remember DarkOmicron is in the Masters League, and so I'm guessing that Devotee is as well. I did not look him up, though I'm thinking that I need to start doing that more and more when I do higher level games. Yeah, us noobs, we all know that we suck, but when we're looking at Masters games or pro games, definitely, and there's a player or two players that we don't know much about, it's good to get some info on them. But anyway, I also wanted to take the beginning of this replay as we watch a little bit of harass here going down to just let you in on what I am hoping to work in here in the next days and weeks for NuubCast. I just got a ton of really cool replays. Obviously, I have the replays that you have sent in as we look at this SCV getting nommed on by this probe. I've got all your replays that we have yet to cast. A fair amount, not a ton. I mean, I still have 113 patch reps that I can go back to if necessary, and there are some pretty good games in there that I probably should get to. But even the 1.2 cast that you guys have been sending in, I have I don't know, maybe 8 to 10 of those to do. So please, also just as a reminder, if you would like to have one of your games cast by myself or one of the other NuubCasters, go ahead and send us your replay file to NuubCasters@gmail.com, NuubCasters@gmail.com, and I will review and cast those games if they are appropriate for the wonderful environment we have here at NuubCast. Actually, the only, and I've said this, you keep hearing me say this, if you want to ensure that your game's going to get cast, send me a great game. I don't really, I don't think rushes are interesting. So if the replay's 4 minutes long and you Ling rushed your opponent, or Zealot rushed in under 5 minutes or something, or bunker rushed in the first few minutes, they're probably not going to get cast. But on the other side of that, super long turtle fests also don't get cast. Unless you say, yeah, we turtled for the, if it's a 50-minute game and you say, yeah, we turtled for like the first 20 minutes, but after that it was like ridiculously freaking epic, then what I'll do is I'll go in and we'll fast forward through the first 20 minutes and then we'll watch the epicness of the last whatever. But let me know that if that's the case. But if I'm reviewing a replay, as we see the Twilight Council going down and another gateway for DarkOmicron, if I see that happening, I'm probably not going to make it all the way through your replay, and I'll never know. So best to let me know in some sense, particularly if you're sending a long replay, what the state of the game is in your email that you send it over with. So yeah, no turtle fests and no like one attack and done. I like what entertaining games look like, so you know what to send me. DarkOmicron looking to break down those back rocks in order to expand in there, and it looks like Devotee is thinking the same exact thing. He does have an SCV out here dancing, just dancing away like a fool, doing a little lemur dance. Yes, very nice. Having a ball, and the expansion does go down. Oh, but there's a scan, and oh nope, that's not the one I want. And he sees it. Does he see it? Absolutely, he does. And so he is probably going to immediately, well, he's already making his command center, so he's going to be sending that over as soon as it's finished building. Are we going to see a move out by either of these fine folks? We do have charge on the way, Raven coming out to, I believe, probably fend off any DTs that aren't there. Don't see if Siege Tech is out. No, not even a Tech Lab yet, so I can't really... Does he have Siege Tech? No, not yet. Alright, so not only are there your replays to get cast, but the replays from Assembly just came out. I don't know if any of you got to check out some of that tournament, but it was freaking sick. And there are... I downloaded all the replays, and there are probably at least a half a dozen games that I really want to cast. Just really good players playing in what were just fantastic games. Some of Adele Scott's replays, some of Sen's games were just completely sick. And you're probably going to see a lot of those. You're probably going to see Husky and all the big famous casters cast them. But I'm going to cast them anyway, you know what? Because I like the games and I think they're good. So, and I want to get them going as we see the Storm being researched here at the Templar Archives for DarkOmicron. Looking to add some Templar lovin' to his mix as the orbital command going up for Devotee, getting saturated here at the expansion. Let's do a little peek at what's happening here. Looks like DarkOmicron is ahead about by 10 harvesters and does have a fair economic advantage, though Devotee does have all of his gas running, but so does DarkOmicron. Okay, there, now it's more even. I was confused there for a second. Maybe he didn't have anybody in gas at the time I was looking, because it looked like Devotee had a huge gas lead, yet they both had 4 geysers going. So, but this is one of those instances where it's a bit of a turtle fest here in the beginning. People waiting, getting their tech. And to that end, I am actually going to speed this up a wee bit. But we do see the first, what looks like potentially the first advancement coming out from DarkOmicron, but I could be wrong. Oh no, looks like we're out in the middle of the field. Are we going to see some action? Action. Yep, looks like they're heading in. We're not going to send in 1 zealot for Peaksy at the natural, and he's going to get just right there and be dead. 3 tank shells is going to be enough, and DarkOmicron's going to run away. So once again, we will speed things up. He goes back to the tower. Nice sensor tower here from Devotee, being able to see any incoming harassment from DarkOmicron. And let's go back to the... we see Cloak just finished, or is about to finish. That's for Banshees, I'm guessing, yes. And because there are no Ghost Academies on the field, which I'm always surprised that so few Terran players invest in a Ghost Academy and Ghosts. So effective against any kind of Protoss army, particularly against High Templar, obviously with Storm. Nice spread here. I think DarkOmicron may be anticipating that that Ghost that isn't coming. And we have the Banshees going out looking to do their own harassment back here. There is a cannon, but that with that many Banshees is going to die very quickly. We have, if I can highlight them, we have 6 Banshees coming in, and going to get spanked a little bit, but quickly going to kill that cannon, as I said. And wow, this Nexus is historical. We have 4 Void Rays out, but no Observer, and so... oh, now there is an Observer on the field, so we are going to see... I still have this on 2-speed, don't I? Yes, I do. Son of a biatch. Pardon me. Sorry about that, guys. Void Rays are going to kill these couple of Banshees. I thought things were moving a little bit too fast there. I forgot to put it back on regular speed. Please forgive my ineptitude now. Getting that gravitic boosters for the observer speed. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. That's what we're talking about. Getting the Nexus back up, but now Devotee is at a still behind an army, but has a nice 12 harvester lead, and if we look at the income, almost double the income on minerals as DarkOmicron. So we will see how that plays out indeed. And another sensor tower and another command center, presumably to go down and get this high yield, if not to come. No, he already has the third base down at the natural, as does DarkOmicron, both farming well, lots of gas. And as soon as DarkOmicron gets that Nexus back up, we will be back at even production. And now the command center out, double command centers out. Are we going to see these destructible rocks go down and third base come out, maybe even 2? Wouldn't that be something to be to go and grab 2 high yield expansions at the same time? Colossi on the field for DarkOmicron with those High Templar and Void Rays, so quite the mix coming out. Looks like it's shaping up to be quite an epic battle if it ever actually takes place. Should be fun. More units moving into the middle for DarkOmicron. And just to finish my thought before each army is maxed. No, oh wow. DarkOmicron is maxed, but Devotee still 43 food away from being maxed and getting chased by this slew of 10 Void Rays chasing down these cloaked Banshees, but because they have the Observer, they're not going to be able to do any kind of damage. And here is the move-in. Zealots out in the front, followed by Stalkers, Colossi, and Sentry. Bunkers leading the way, but quickly getting dispatched. Storms going down. Stalkers blinking, not blinking, but Stalkers moving in. Tanks being taken down by Colossi, going out, being taken out. More tanks going down. It looks like all of the ground forces of DarkOmicron have been dispatched, and it's now up to these Void Rays, and they're getting pelted by these missile turrets, and Vikings have come out. There are 4 Vikings on the field and pecking away at these Void Rays. Why are they focusing on that command center? Void Rays now going to be able to chase down the Vikings if they desire to stay alive. So many missile turrets, though, put up here by Devotee, and these Void Rays are not going to be able to go after... Oh, man. See, now if they sit right there, they can kill that. If they sit right there, they can kill that. If they sit... But they're not. They're going to run away. And perhaps that's a smart thing with these Vikings chasing. Now, if we look at the army, Devotee, a slight lead. Looks like there was pretty much a huge trade right there between the 2 armies. Some Banshees still alive for Devotee, looking to go in and do some damage. But we do have Void Rays right here, going to head them off. Warpins coming for DarkOmicron. More and more, oh my goodness, more and more barracks being made. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 barracks going down right out front here to complement the 2 barracks already being made. Red is floating a crap ton of minerals. Needs to do an SCV transfer to the high yield and get somebody down here to break these rocks if that's where he wants to land. Once again, Void Rays chasing down some Banshees, but Banshees are significantly faster. Completely mined out in the main is DarkOmicron, doing mining strongly at his expansion and at the natural. Got to be looking for a fourth base though, as Devotee moves on to this main where he drops his command center. Almost mined out here at his back base as well. Still sitting on these, sitting on those SCVs, and Cloak Banshee's going to cloak and get out of there. Not a whole lot of energy though, so they're quickly going to run down unless Devotee uncloaks them, decloaks them. And we have another command center being built over here at the southwestern position of the map. Finally a transfer going over. I'm going to see some guys being made, some refineries being made. But DarkOmicron going down to take down these destructible rocks on this side. Wouldn't be a bad idea to see him do that on both sides, but we do have a scan, and so Devotee is going to see those. And wow, so many barracks with tech labs, but no upgrades on the infantry as of yet. I'm guessing we will see probably all three go down at once: Stim, Combat Shield, and Concussive Shell, if he plans to move in with the Bio Army. We do have both sets of destructible rocks now finished by DarkOmicron. Going to see some expansions going down, I presume. We do have the one over here. However, money is a little bit tight for DarkOmicron. He is mining from only these two bases, while his opponent is mining with several mules from 1, 2, only a couple of mules on this one though. A third base going down, but no one mining. See, this might be a little bit of an overextension for Devotee. He's got several bases building, but not a whole lot of mining going on. He's mining, looks like he spent most of his resources over here mining here, and transferred all his SCVs over here as well as he's fixing this command center, but really it's here at the high yield that he should probably be focusing most of his energy. It looks like he has now transferred a few more SCVs over. We see 2 more command centers being built at this expansion. And once again, DarkOmicron close to being maxed. Lots of Colossus, Archon, Banshee coming in, forcing a cancel on the Nexus there. Very unfortunate, and setting DarkOmicron further back. But now Devotee is maxed, and so he's not going to be able to build any more units until we have another battle going in to attack, once again harassing the mineral line of DarkOmicron, but doing just a little bit of damage, getting rid of just one probe, and then getting out of dodge. That is a huge ball of death for DarkOmicron, and he has made, I'm sorry, I'm not on production. He's made all of these barracks, but is not currently producing any units out of them. Strange move, considering that he is sitting on 3,500 minerals. I don't know what Devotee is waiting for at this point. We should be having another battle coming up any moment now, but now not only are these barracks not producing, but they're actually blocking in the army. It's going to take something, perhaps a complete liftoff, to be able to get these guys into formation to even be able to participate in the attack. And DarkOmicron is going to come over here down to the southwest position and just annihilate this base, even though it is a planetary fortress. Blinking in with the stalkers, just making mincemeat of that planetary fortress. I'm not sure he lost any units, and but Now, again, both players, DarkOmicron at max, Devotee near max, moving out with his units, going to meet this. And now we have it. The Stalkers blink in. Zeld's coming around the side, going to get a flank on these Thors. Colossus hitting from the back. We have 3 attack and 1 armor versus no upgrades for the Terran. We do have 2+2 on the machines, but oh my goodness, just an utter decimation. Except everything except for these 3 Banshees is just obliterated. DarkOmicron did lose a lot of his army as well, about half of it. Half of his food now gone, but quickly being able to warp in, and Devotee also quickly getting back some of the army that he lost. But once again, just making 3 guys sitting on 6,000 minerals. I guess it's the gas. He just doesn't have the gas to keep up, and so he's really struggling to make units. This I actually kind of like now that I see what he's doing here, making the because he had so much money, using Planetary Fortress as a defense mechanism. I thought he was going to be doing some more expanding, but that is not the case. But instead, making command centers and morphing into Planetary Fortress for the purpose of defending, which is not a terrible idea, except when you're faced with a huge ball like this. There really is nothing to do. Oh, and the Stalkers going to morph in and quickly get turned away. And plus, when you have so much money, you can sit there with a ball of SCVs and heal those Planetary Fortresses. No problem whatsoever. We are getting very lengthy, so I am going to speed things up. There's not a whole lot happening between battles. Oh, chasing down those Banshees once more. Trying to get the harass going. If we check out the production tab, more Colossus, more Thors, more Banshees all being produced. We have, oh, looks like a Thor drop going to happen over here at the back of DarkOmicron's base. Slowly but surely, let's follow them in. I don't see any other action happening on the minimap, and so they're going to drop down here at the gold expansion. They're going to focus down on this Nexus. Looks like they are going to get it. There is no army in sight, no reinforcements in sight for DarkOmicron, and the Nexus goes down, quickly picking up the Thors and getting out of dodge. Oh no, but he continually keeps trying to pick up that Thor, but he keeps losing it. And this medevac going to get, is he going to get him? No, he's not. He's going to leave him again, and he does go down. And that is that for that. Another Nexus being built. There it goes. In the meantime, these probes are going to be distance mining. Again, mined out in all of these areas, sitting on no money. DarkOmicron is just desperate at this point, thinking that he has to end this right now. How else will he go? Will he win? I mean, Devotee just has such a huge economic advantage at this point with these different bases mining, and DarkOmicron just doing what he can, just going to work his way through here, kill these barracks, which at this point are serving for a blockade as much as anything. An EMP out for the Ghost. Good job by Devotee. We see a lot of the shields down for DarkOmicron. So he's going to pull back and re-up these shields and come back after they've been remaxed. Now, once again, Devotee at 200 supply. I got to think that a lot of that has to be harvesters. And oh, here they come again. But gonna peel right back off. Do we see any more ghosts in the mix for Devotee? I don't see any more. Let's check out the units. Nope, no ghosts. We got 10 Thors though. That is a lot of Thors. I think DarkOmicron, if he wants any hope of getting back into this game, he's got to get in there and he's got to make a move. Devotee nearly mined out at this base. getting going with the mining here. Mined out at the high yield, mined out at the natural, mined out at the main, mined out at the back base. Now planting another command center down here at the high yield. And here comes DarkOmicron again, completely maxed out. So hopefully, what's he thinking of doing here? He's going to tackle these planetary fortresses with the Colossus. A very good idea. Going to use the range of that thermal lance to kill not only the towers, but also the planetary fortress. And at the same time, it's going to be a Marauder Ball coming in, just completely decimating this Nexus. And now it's going to make DarkOmicron turn around. He needs that economy. He needs it bad, and these Marauders are just going to come in and wipe it out, and going to be able to stem their way out of there. If, but even with the Stalker with the blink, going to cut off some of those guys, but not all of them. And he does stem, but he doesn't run away. He's going to be able to pick off that Colossus. No, he does not pick off the Colossus. These Marauders are going to go down. Other Marauders heading to the other Nexus where DarkOmicron is mining feverishly, and if they get a stem off and get in there, they can kill this one as well. But it looks like this one will survive. Colossus coming in with just this whole huge army. And now, but DarkOmicron needs another Nexus down here. And there it goes. These Colossus going back to killing these planetary fortresses. This is kind of a foregone conclusion. This area is kind of mined out already. I think what needs to happen is DarkOmicron needs to get at the production facilities of Devotee if he wants to get back his advantage and get in here. I don't know what they're shooting at. Okay, now the planetary fortresses go down, and it looks like this base is going to be overrun by units. I don't see anything else happening on the minimap, so all the focus is right here right now. But once again, I don't think that this is that huge of a win, because there was. But once he takes this out, this will help in the economy. But here comes Devotee with the counterattack, looking to come down, and I don't know what he's going to do. He's going to bring these Thors down into this area, and is it going to finish? DarkOmicron, can you cancel it? No, he does not cancel it, and these Thors make mincemeat of it in moments. But here comes DarkOmicron's army. Not going to stand for that at all. DarkOmicron has a huge food lead at this point, and everything is 3-3. DarkOmicron's 3-2, but and these Thors are 3-2 as well. And I think that Devotee has to think he's in a little bit of trouble now, because even though he's got some money, he's not really producing much. He looks like he's trying to get some Vikings out to counteract those Colossi, but I don't think that is going to do it. He's so Stalker heavy and Zealots. I mean, the Colossi really only make up for just a few units in this army, and even if he gets all of them, he's going to be at a huge advantage because of all these Stalkers, and because they're upgraded, and they're going to be able to come in here, quickly kill that planetary fortress, and look, the Stalkers go out, and they just make a mess of all those Vikings, and there's the GG. A long, hard-fought game by both players. Congratulations to DarkOmicron. Pretty epic game, very long. A little bit turtly in the beginning and the middle, but pretty good battles towards the end. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for hanging in. Keep climbing that ladder.